because everything he said is a lie. It's very bad to see an adult lying, to see a general officer of a great army lying. It's very serious. First of all, he talked about the gold of Burkina, which is used to protect us. First of all, it's the gold of Burkina. It's not his gold.
The interim president of Burkina Faso, 37-year-old Captain Ibrahim Traore, has shocked the world once again in his stance about the welfare of Burkinabés. Captain Ibrahim Traore was invited by the Vladimir Putin of Russia as distinguished guest of honor to the celebration of Russia's 80th anniversary of Russia's victory in the Great Patriotic War. His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traore also attended the parade of the Red Square. Among all this, Captain Ibrahim Traore was interviewed on RT Media in Russia, where he stands by his people, showing an unimaginable courage and boldly responded to the allegation of the US General Micheal Langley. In a sudden twist, Captain Ibrahim Traore asked the general to apologize now, publicly, and laid emphasis on how he represents Burkina Faso and Africa beyond.
Mr. President, regarding the remarks of the AFRICOM commander before the U.S. Senate, your government reacted firmly, denouncing unfounded accusations about Burkina Faso's sovereign choices. What do you say in particular to Washington, which continues to question the legitimacy of your current partnerships, notably with Russia? And how do you intend to defend Burkina Faso's image on the international stage in the face of this type of discourse?
Anyway, we are free to establish relations with whomever we want. That's independence. So on this point, they can continue to think what they want. We will go where we want, provided that this partnership can be mutually beneficial for each party. Regarding his remarks, as you said, we protested through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That's one thing. But I don't know what happened with this general. There is a concern, and I hope perhaps that he makes his best mea culpa. If he was sent, then he should understand that it's not the right mission. If he was misled, he should say it publicly. Or if he was wrong before the Senate. Or if it's bad intention, well, we will confront him as necessary. Because everything he said is a lie. And it's very vile to see an adult lie. To see an adult general officer of a great army lie. It's very serious. First, he talks about Burkina Faso's gold that we supposedly use for our protection and everything. First of all, it's Burkina Faso's gold. It's not his gold. That's the first thing. What business is it of his? It's none of his business. It's Burkina Faso's gold. It doesn't concern him. Secondly, he lied because Burkina Faso never had gold reserves until we arrived. We are the ones who started reserving gold in the treasury of Burkina Faso. Otherwise, there wasn't a single gram of gold reserve in Burkina Faso. That means he's a liar again. The other thing, when he says we use it for protection and everything, we are free. If the people decided that we govern them, we have a duty to protect ourselves. So, we are free. What business is it of his? And the aspect that hurt me the most, not because he's a general, or because he's American or whatever, it's because he's black. And it hurts a lot to see that they use a black man to fight a black man. And that hasn't started now. It has to stop. It's very dangerous. Even Libya, they destroyed Libya. They still used a black man. In American movies in the past, black people always play the bad role, but we thought it was just in the movies. But why must black people continue to play the bad role? And I think if he heard this interview, he should look in a mirror, be ashamed, go out, say that he was given a false report, that he regrets it. He should say it publicly. If it's a false report, someone made it, he should come out and deny it, because you followed when I take our neighbor again, as I say, between us black people. the Ivorian Minister of Defense, who goes to Turkey to see the Turkish Minister of Defense and tells him not to sell us weapons. You see how that hurts when it's a black person who behaves like that? It hurts a lot. If we made a false report, let him come out and deny it. If he was sent to create a problem in Burkina Faso, as they usually do, well, we will prepare. We will wait for them, because it has to stop now.
Captain Ibrahim Traore, the leader of Burkina Faso military junta, has boldly responded and defiantly to the US General Micheal Langley about his allegation about using the gold reserve of his country to enrich himself and protect the junta regime. Traore dismissed Micheal Langley's remarks as neo-colonial rhetoric, arguing that the US and France were upset because Burkina Faso had broken free from their influence. He stated, "When you decide to stand up and walk on your own feet, they call you proposing. But when you obey them, they call you a democracy." Traore made it clear that Burkina Faso chooses its own partners based on mutual respect, unlike past relations with France. He emphasized that Russia and Wagner-affiliated forces provided military support against jihadism groups, something Western nations failed to deliver effectively. "If Russia helps us to fight terrorism where others have failed, why should we apologize?" That was his statement. He accused the US and France of aiming terrorists indirectly by destabilizing the region, a common accusation in Sahelian anti-Western discourse. Referenced the Niger coup 2023, where the US and France also condemned the new military government for turning to Russia. Traore's strongest rebuttal was, "Africa is not the backyard of the West anymore. If we work with Russia, China, or Turkey, it's because they treat us as equals, not subjects." Traore's response was broadcast on Russian media like RT, reinforcing the anti-Western narrative. It signals a broader shift in the Sahel away from France or US and towards Russia for security partnership. His defiant tone resonates with anti-imperialist sentiment across Africa. And this man is the man of the moment, where everywhere in Africa he is being celebrated as the reincarnation of the Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso. What do you guys think about the recent happenings and how the general of the africom allegations against Captain Ibrahim Traore turned sour? This is not only a fight for Burkina Faso, but a fight for all Africans and awakening of Africa. If you like this video, just give it a thumb up and like and subscribe. Share to more people so that we can be able to give you more updates on the recent happening. Thank you for watching this channel.